You're looking at private land on Roanoke Island, North Carolina. No headstone photo exists online. No public visitor has ever stood at this grave. Behind that fence lies one of the most famous faces in American television history. A man millions of people invited into their living rooms every single week. So why can't anyone visit him? His name was Andrew Samuel Griffith, born June 1st, 1926 in Mount Airy, North Carolina. He wasn't born into fame. He was an only child in a poor family, painfully shy as a kid. But he became one of the most recognizable voices in American entertainment.
Jimmy, you reckon you can put that thing on?
Oh, sure.
An actor, a comedian, a Grammy-winning gospel singer, and the man who created an entire fictional town, Mayberry, that became shorthand for small-town American life itself. Griffith's shyness started to disappear the moment a pastor at his local Moravian church taught him trombone and singing. That was the beginning. His real break came almost by accident. In 1953, he recorded a comedic monologue called "What It Was Football."
It was back last October, I believe it was. We was going to hold a tent service off at this college town.
A country preacher's baffled retelling of watching a college football game for the first time. It was recorded live, pressed onto a single, and within months it sold hundreds of thousands of copies, climbing to number 9 on the Billboard charts. It got him booked on The Ed Sullivan Show. A local performer, almost overnight, became a national name. From there, he became Sheriff Andy Taylor, the calm, wise lawman of Mayberry, in The Andy Griffith Show, which ran from 1960 to 1968. Later, he returned as a completely different kind of authority figure, the sharp Southern defense attorney in Matlock, a role that carried him through the late 1980s and into the 1990s. But here's something most fans never knew. The man playing television's most level-headed sheriff had a real temper off camera. During the show's second season, he reportedly punched a wall in anger and broke his hand. And the writers had to invent an in-show excuse, having Sheriff Taylor injured in a scuffle with some criminals, just to explain the bandage on screen for 2 episodes. Then, in 1983, at the height of his career, his body turned on him. He was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, a rare autoimmune disorder that left him unable to walk for 7 months. Doctors couldn't say for certain he'd recover. He did, and a few years later, he stepped back onto a television set to begin Matlock. His biggest honors came later in life: the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2005 and a Grammy Award in 1997 for his gospel album, I Love to Tell the Story, 25 Timeless Hymns. In his later years, Griffith lived quietly on Roanoke Island, away from cameras, dealing with coronary artery disease and high blood pressure. He remained connected to his alma mater, the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, throughout his life. On July 3rd, 2012, roughly 24 hours after suffering a heart attack, Andy Griffith died at his home. He was 86 years old. His passing marked something bigger than one man's death. President Obama personally released a statement calling him a performer of extraordinary talent who had won the hearts of Americans everywhere. Ron Howard, the boy who once played his on-screen son, wrote that Griffith's dedication to his craft had shaped his own life and career. Here's what makes this grave different from almost any other famous resting place. You can't visit it. Andy Griffith is buried in the Griffith family cemetery inside private property on Roanoke Island, near Manteo, North Carolina. Following the family's wishes, he was buried less than 5 hours after his death. No public funeral, no ceremony open to fans. No official photo of the headstone has ever been released, No inscription has ever been confirmed publicly. The land is privately maintained by the Griffith family, and there is no public access. So fans do the next best thing. They travel not to his grave, but to his hometown, Mount Airy, where a bronze statue of Andy and Opie stands, and where the town still holds an annual festival called Mayberry Days in his honor. Andy Griffith gave America an idea of itself: simple, kind, small town, through a fictional sheriff who never carried a gun. He's gone now, sealed away on a private island, unreachable even in death. Maybe that's fitting. Maybe some legacies aren't meant to be visited. They're meant to be remembered.